Hello, everybody. Welcome to Real Talk with Ahmie podcast. And yes, Happy New Year. Drum rolls. Yes, welcome to 2026, the year where it all makes sense. It's been a long time coming, and I'm so excited to be doing this. Life is not always simple, and growing up is not always clear. A lot of young people are trying to figure things out, including myself. And this includes who they are, what they believe, where they're going, and how to live in a world that constantly feels loud and demanding. And yet, there aren't enough spaces where people can be honest about that without pretending to have everything together. That's why the Real Talk with Ahmie podcast exists. I know you're wondering, what does this even mean, real talk? I'm just going to give a literal meaning of what real talk is, and then we'll get right into it. Real talk means speaking honestly and directly, often about serious or sensitive subjects or topics, focused on raw, open conversations about mental health, relationships, life challenges, and personal growth. And this aims to connect people through shared experiences. It is signaling a move away from small talk to genuine, sometimes difficult truth. So this is what it is, right? Real talk is going to be about honest conversations. It's not going to be dramatic. For sure, it's not perfect. It's just going to be real. It's going to be a space without pressure. So no pressure here, please. It's not about having all the answers as well. It's about reflection, growth, and learning as we go. This podcast is going to be centered on three central themes. One is faith, another is mindset, and then the real talk. I'm going to give like a quick intro on what faith is going to look like for us here in Real Talk with Ahmie. Faith is about trusting and grounding, not having all the answers. I think in our day and age, faith is often misunderstood as perfection or certainty. But in reality, I don't think that's what it is. I think faith can exist alongside questions. Faith doesn't remove confusion. It steadies you. It helps you to walk through those questions. Many young people feel overwhelmed because expectations are usually very high, answers feel distant. Faith offers hope when clarity is missing, patience in uncertain seasons, and I'm sure everyone has gone through certain seasons in their lives. Faith offers reassurance that growth takes time. So the emphasis on faith is going to be no comparison, no pressure, no performance. We're going to walk through understanding what faith really means for us, how we can leverage on faith and solidify every other thing around us, how we can be secure in our faith, and how we can use our security to better and improve our lives and the lives of people around us. But here's where it gets really interesting. Faith alone isn't enough if how we think keeps working against us. That is where mindset comes into the picture. So mindset, typically how we think, shapes how we live, right? You also agree with me that the mind quietly influences everything that we do, right? So many struggles typically begin internally. It's either we are overthinking, or the fear of falling behind, or there is some level of comparison. Mindset affects our confidence, our decisions, our peace of mind. And this is no one's fault, because the society constantly pushes timelines, expectations, definitions of success. So that's what we're going to be doing here. We're going to try to redefine what success looks and means like for us. We're going to learn and propose to the world a better or a different way to define success. Now, mindset work means learning to pause, questioning negative thoughts, choosing healthier perspectives. And so what this also looks like is choosing yourself, choosing healthy relationships, choosing healthy and safe spaces like the Real Talk with Ahmie, and just generally redefining things from the lens of your uniqueness. And also knowing that growth does not require rushing, right? It's usually paced. For people that know me on a personal level, we agree that I usually have an anchor quote through. I feel like all year round. I wanted to say in various seasons of my life, but I'm going to be very genuine and realistic to you. All day, all year round. I feel like I'm usually the person that says the most one day at a time. One day at a time. Because literally, that's all it takes. Trying to figure out how the first 24 hours is going to look like. We inform what the next 7 days is going to look like. And by extension, the next 52 weeks. And that's where this saying comes. Clarity comes gradually. Right? Right. And this is where real talk becomes necessary, right? Real talk, honesty without oversharing. It's about naming reality without judgment, saying it raw, authentic, and unfiltered, and having those shoulders to lean on while at it, or those beautiful, soft hands. No shades if your palm is hard. I'm joking. But having literally those soft palms to hold on to you and walk through life. And that's what our anchor here is going to be like or looks like. And that's also where I come in. In real talk, I have the opportunity to say what many people feel but they don't say. I also have the opportunity to share and normalize common youth realities such as pressure to succeed, confusion about direction, fear of being behind. Struggle does not equal failure, you guys. Struggle does not mean weakness as well. And this is very important because we're going to try to define our boundary clearly. This doesn't mean oversharing. This is not drama. And this is not exposure. This space is reflective, respective, universal, and relatable. Everything you're going to hear here is going to be uncensored and relatable. This is because I aim for everyone listening to this podcast to feel understood and not judged. So yes, guys, welcome to Real Talk with Ahmie. I just want you to know this, that you're not alone and that growth takes time. So you're going to be expecting short episodes, honest conversations on faith, mindset, and real talk. So if this resonates with you, I hope you stay. Please stay. And yes, we've got our Spotify, our Apple Podcasts, and our YouTube podcast channel running. And you can find me on Real Talk with Ahmie, all small letters. So please turn on your notifications, follow, subscribe, like, and share to your friends, family, and loved ones, because this promises to be impactful, amazing, exciting, and I'm sure you're going to be blessed. This is Real Talk with Ahmie. Thanks for being here.